What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Maggie Hayes Yoga. We are back with another class, new week, new class, and this time we got a quickie for you guys. I uploaded one of these a few months ago and you really loved it, so we're back with another. And my intention with these kind of quick 30-minute flows are to work through a version of a classical sequence that you would find in a more traditional yoga class. So working through sun salutations, standing poses, balancing, seated, back bends. So going through all of those things, but just in a shorter way so that if you don't have 60, 90, 120 minutes to dedicate to your practice today, you're still going to work your body and your energy in that comprehensive way so you can still feel all of those benefits. It's definitely a practice that I use myself when I'm short on time, and I always love it. It just feels so good. You know, there are so many ways when it comes to yoga to help us just feel freaking good. So let's get going. All right, no time to waste, getting right into it. So come to the top of your mat. For our first sun salutation, try to keep your feet hips-width distance apart, unless you're already somewhat open, somewhat warm, then your feet can be together. But if not, just separate them. Bring the palms together, center of your chest. Take a moment, close your eyes. Take a full exhale, so empty out the lungs completely. Take a full inhale, deep, deep into the belly, all the way down. And then exhale, squeeze it all the way up to the crown of your head. Inhale to fill the belly. Exhale, empty the diaphragm, squeeze the diaphragm. One more time, inhale. All right, we got no time to waste. We're gonna jump right into it. All right, guys, we got no time to waste. We're getting right into it. Start at the top of your mat with your feet hips width distance. If you're already warm, already open, you can bring your feet together. But if not, just keep them separated. Let's bring the arms by the sides and just take a few breaths just to arrive in this place right now. So if you haven't already, close your eyes. On your next inhale, breathe deep down into the belly, fill the rib cage. And then exhale, up the spine, squeeze your diaphragm, empty out your lungs. Two more. Full, deep inhale, down into the belly, fill it up. And then exhale, empty it out. Inhale, make space. And exhale. Good. Palms come together, center of the chest. And then inhale, reach your arms up, look up, root down with your heels, lift up with your fingertips. And then slow forward fold on your exhale. Bend at your knees so you can hinge at your hips, keeping the fold in this joint, and just hold it here for a second. Holding in this soft forward fold. Weight is forward in your toes. You can grab opposite elbows. Relax your head, relax your neck. Letting that upper body get really heavy so we can start to traction out the low back. Inhale to find a half lift, so hands come to the ground. Scoop your chest forward, straighten out the legs, and keep the weight in those toes. We're going to take a little twist here. This is a great place for a block if your hamstrings are tight, but your right palm plants down underneath your face, bend your right knee, lift your left arm up. So chest is open to the left. Pull your right shoulder down the back as you traction right ribs forward. So you should start to feel a stretch on the right side of your body and keep your belly pulled in. Take one more inhale. Come back center, exhale. And then inhale, other side, left hand down, left knee bends, right arm reaches up. Keep the low back nice and long and keep your hips square. So maybe pull that left hip back and up. When you bend the knee, sometimes the hip wants to go forward. So really make the effort to notice where it is in space. Take an inhale. And then fold, exhale. Keeping the knees bent, start to bring your feet together. Find another half lift on your inhale. So scoop your chest forward, tip your tailbone back. And then exhale, plant your palms, step back to a high plank. Let's hold it here. Option in your plank and in your vinyasa to always drop to your knees. But keep your palms under your shoulders. Spread your fingers really wide. Push down through all of your knuckles. So feel that index knuckle push down. Navel pulls to spine. Legs are nice and strong. Let's take a side plank right side. So rolling onto the outer edge of that right foot, left arm reaches up. You can keep your feet staggered or stack your feet, but flex your feet and work on getting those hips higher. Right shoulder down the back. Come back to your plank and then take your side plank other side, rolling over to the left. Right arm reaches up. Find the stack of your feet, whatever you took on the other side. Keep the legs really strong to support the hips as you lift higher. Belly pulls in, left shoulder down. Inhale to come back center, find plank pose. And then exhale for chaturanga. So lowering halfway down, elbows come to 90 degrees. Hug your elbows in towards your ribs. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Chest forward, shoulders down. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. And you can pedal it out here. I'm gonna shed a layer while you work out all those little kinks in your body. Starting to notice how you're feeling. Maybe swaying the hips side to side. Maybe rolling out the spine. That can feel good. Start to make your way to stillness. Center of the heels reach down. Tailbone lifts up. And inner thighs are going to spiral back. Low belly pulls in. Widen your upper back. Shoulder blades roll away from each other. And keep pushing down with that index knuckle. And then inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Travel to the top of your mat. Find a half lift. And then forward fold, exhale. Inhale to rise up, reach up, look up. Forward fold, exhale, let it go. Half lift on your inhale, shoulders pull down the back. Exhale, plant your palms. Jump or step back, lower halfway down for your chaturanga. Keep the legs really strong. And then inhale, upward facing. You're lengthening your spine. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward dog. So set yourself up. Start your awareness down at your heels and work your way up your legs to your hips and then down your body towards the crown of the head. Your gaze, classically, is up towards your navel, but if that feels uncomfortable, just gaze at a point in between your feet. Just keep the back of your neck nice and long. And then inhale to look forward. Hopper step to your hands. Find a half lift, lengthen the spine. And then forward fold, exhale. Inhale to rise up. Reach up, look up. Forward fold, exhale, let it go. Bend from your hip joint. Half lift on your inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, jump or step back, lower halfway down. Keep those legs turned on. Inhale, upward dog, push tops of your feet down. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward dog. Okay, now we're gonna walk our hands just about one palm's distance towards the feet. So we have a shorter down dog here, and we're gonna take a twist. So with your right hand, reach back for your left heel. And you wanna kind of scoop your heel into your palm like it's a ball in a glove. Try to get the back of your heel into the center of the palm. And then start to pull on that heel as you push down on your palm and look up under your left shoulder. Pull navel in and lift hips up to the ceiling. You should start to feel a stretch from right shoulder down the side of the body. And then bring it back. Right hand comes in line with the left, and then left hand comes to right heel. So find that little scoop. Start to push into your heel and pull up with your palm. Look under right shoulder. Keep the spine nice and long. Keep pushing into right palm, right knuckles. Breathe. And then bring it back. Find your regular down dog. Whew. That's always such a crazy stretch for me. And next inhale, bend your knees, look forward, hop or step to your hands, find your half lift. And fold, exhale. All right, here we go. Chair pose, inhale, hips down, arms up, reach it up, push down to your heels. Try to keep that spine straight. So we're not about leaning forward here. We're more about sitting back, and then hug your inner thighs together so much. So you start to build that inner thigh strength. Tailbone down, belly in, and let that motion lengthen out your low back. Breathe into your chest. Take an inhale and fold. Let it go. Exhale. Half lift on your inhale. Exhale, clench palms, jump or sit back, lower halfway. Inhale to open up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg rises on your inhale, and then bend your knees, stack open your hip, exhale. Hold it here, make space in the hips. Push down with left heel, reach up with right knee, navel pulls the spine. Next inhale, square off the hips, 3-point dog. And then exhale, downward dog. Other side, left leg rises. Bend your knee, stack open your hip. Try to keep those hips square. If you start to feel like a little cramp in left hip, like I'm feeling right now, then you can start to do some circles with your knee. Just loosen it up a little bit. Squeezing the heel down towards the glute. Next inhale, square up your hips. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg picks back up, deep inhale. Exhale, step it through. And inhale for your warrior one. Back heel down, arms lift up. All right. Bringing that awareness down to your feet, down to your foundation. Pushing down with the ball of your foot, your pinky toe ball, center of the heel. Find that triangle. Outer edge of your back foot pushes down. Hug your inner thighs together. And lift your pelvic floor. Navel pulls in and up. So we've got Mula Bandha, pelvic floor lift. Uddiyana Bandha, navel in and up, that like central channel lock. Take an inhale. And then warrior two, exhale. Now opening up the hips. Connecting with that front heel. Outer edge of your back foot pushing down. Tailbone tipping down. Notice your spine here. Are you kind of jutting out with the ribs? Or are the ribs closed? Shoulder blades squeezed together. Locking everything in up here and keeping the spine nice and stable. And then flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Push into that front heel. Get low in your front knee. Squeeze right glute. And keep your back leg nice and strong. Then we'll take triangle pose. Straighten the front leg. Find your stance. I like a shorter stance. And then extend your fingertips forward and go down. Pushing down evenly into your feet. Actually, you know, what I'm feeling more is if you can really push down into that back foot, you're gonna start to feel like a whole new stretch in your left hip. So really kind of expand your awareness to push down super hard into that back foot, moving your awareness from over to this space, back to this space. Lengthening through the spine, shoulders away from the ears. Push into the feet, rise all the way up. Parallel your feet. We'll take a wide-legged forward fold, so deep inhale. Fold, exhale. Outer edges of your feet push down. Kneecaps pull up. Tailbone tips up. Belly pulls in. And crown of the head moves down to the ground. So all of these tiny, tiny pieces physically in our body, they're all going to work together. And with every pose, you can kind of scan your body from the ground up and notice what should be working, when it should be working, and how. So taking these micro moments in each pose to notice those subtle sensations. Next half lift, or next inhale, take a half lift. And then exhale, find a low lunge at the top of your mat. Left hand down, pick your right arm up, low lunge twist. Push into the inner edge of your front foot. Pull your right hip back. And pick your back knee up. Reach up with the back of that left knee. Navel pulls to spine. Take an inhale. Hands down on your exhale, step it back, move through your flow, find your down dog. And then left leg rises on your inhale. Exhale to step it through. Find your warrior one. Inhale as your back heel comes down. As you lift up from the ground into your warrior one, your back leg is really going to carry you. So as that back heel spirals down, pick up your kneecap to turn on the thigh so you can push down with that back foot. Really find that connection, find that strength. Find the 3 points of your front foot. Navel in and up, shoulders down the back. Take an inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Find your feet. Tailbone down. Back bottom ribs pick up. Reach out from your fingertips. Relax your jaw. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Reverse your warrior. Keeping this a side stretch. So shoulders stay in one plane. Crown of the head extends straight back. Ribs extend away from the hip. Bottom ribs close. Navel pulls in. And let's take our triangle pose, coming forward, finding your stance, extending, and releasing down. Really finding that back foot. And moving your right hip back in space. Left ribs move away from left hip. So keep some length along this bottom side of your body and a little lift in your chest. Left shoulder down, right shoulder reaches up. Push into the feet, rise all the way up. Parallel your feet, and we'll take Prasarita to C. Let me turn this way. So you're going to interlace your fingers behind your back. Take an inhale. Chest up, squeeze shoulder blades together, squeeze palms together, and then exhale, fold forward as you bring your fist maybe just off your low back. Maybe you reach it up towards the ceiling. Maybe you bring it all the way in front of you, stretching out those shoulders. But try to keep the palms squeezing together so we can protect the shoulders. That's always nice. Reach down with the crown of your head. Relax your shoulders. Relax your biceps. Keep the navel pulling in towards the spine and moving down towards the heart. Use that motion to try and lengthen the upper body. Kneecaps pull up, outer edges of feet push down. Next inhale, slowly, slowly release the bind. Hands come to the ground, find your half lift. And then exhale, pivot to the left. Find your low lunge. Right hand down, left arm picks up. And as you twist here, make sure that this right hip doesn't dip down. Super easy, kind of natural for the body to move in that direction. So again, use your awareness to notice these little points and notice how you can keep them in line, how you can keep them aligned. Hug your inner thighs, pull your left hip back, lengthen ribs away from your hips, gazing up towards left fingertips. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands down, step it back, vinyasa. Right leg rises, next inhale. Exhale, step it through. High crescent lunge on your inhale. All right, you know I can't get through a class without doing a high lunge back bend. So first, we're taking a second here to set up our foundation. Find the 3 points of that front foot. Find your front heel. Hug your inner thighs together and pull your back heel forward. Either keep it here or start to interlace your fingers. Release your index finger, cross your thumbs. Look up at your thumbs. And sometimes this can throw you off balance. So take a second. Lift your pelvic floor, navel in and up. Inhale to lengthen fingertips up as high as you can. And then exhale, start to move just your fingertips back, following your thumbs with your eyes. So moving from the top of the spine. Squeeze fingers down, squeeze palms together. Reach out from your shoulders. Keep your chest open, belly in, ribs closed. Inhale to come up. Palms come to prayer, center of the chest. Inhale to lengthen forward. Exhale to twist over to your right. Taking our twist to decompress the spine after our back bend. Right hip pulls back, left hip forward. Navel in and up. Crown of head forward. Next inhale, we're going to open up to warrior two. Cartwheel the arms up and out, back heel comes down. Just for a moment here. So set up your feet, really activate those legs. And we'll take side angle. So right forearm can come down to the thigh or down to the ground, to the inside or the outside of your foot. And then option to take it into your extended side angle, left arm reaching up and over. Making sure that the chest stays nice and open and your hips are working towards one line. That's where we're headed. Push into your front heel. Push the outer edge of your back foot down. Deep inhale. Hands down on your exhale. Step it back. Vinyasa. Left leg rises. Inhale. Exhale. Step it through. High crescent on your inhale. Find your lunge. Set up your foundation. Firm it up. Make it nice and sturdy. And then find your variation. If you're coming with me into a back bend, look up at your thumbs. Inhale to get tall. Exhale to go back. And once your exhale runs out, pause, take an inhale, and then exhale to keep moving. So inhaling to fill, to find new space. Exhaling to move into that space. Keeping your breath. Letting your breath fuel your movement. Inhale to come up, and exhale to find your twist. Lengthening through the sides of the body. Keep the ball of your front foot pushing down. Crown of head forward. Palms together. And then open up, warrior two. Cartwheel the arms up and out. Back heel down, firm up your feet, and move into your variation of your side angle. Tucking left hip, left sits bone under. Trying to kind of spiral open through that right hip. Squeeze your right glute and lift the ribs. Lengthen the ribs away from your hip. Lengthen through right collarbone, reach it up. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands down. Vinyasa, bring it back. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Travel to your hands, half lift. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale, hips down, arms up. Come to stand, exhale, mountain pose. Okay, I'm out of breath. But we're gonna work into some balancing poses. And take eagle first. So inhale to reach your arms up. And then exhale to swing your right arm underneath your left. And either bring right elbow under the left or give yourself a nice little hug. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, hips down. Inhale to bring your right knee up as high as you can into your chest. And then exhale, cross it over the left, sit your hips back and down. Right toe can just point straight down, or if you have the double bind, push the top of your foot into your calf. Shift the weight back into your left heel. Squeeze inner thighs together as you tip your tailbone down. Shift your knees over to the right. Squeeze elbows together, shift them to the left. Okay, we're gonna take it into warrior three. So stay balanced on that left foot, but start to unbind. Maybe reach your arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, and then point your right toe, bring it down, bring it up, bring the upper body forward and down. Working on this nice T position. And I'm falling. That's okay, falling happens. But push into the inner edge of left foot. Keep reaching back with right big toe. Right hip in line with the left. And then slowly come back up to stand. Eagle other side. Left arm swings under the right. Find your bind here. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, hips down. Left knee up, inhale. Cross it, sit it back. Exhale, eagle pose. Squeeze knees together, shift them left. Squeeze elbows together, shift them right. Keep a lift in the chest. Back of the neck long. Crown of head lifting up. Eyes are steady. That's going to be the big secret to balancing poses. Steady gaze. Start to unbind. Arms come up overhead. Left leg reaches back. Chest comes forward and down. Let's see if I can hold this side. Keep the inner edge of right foot down. Pull kneecap up. Extend out from shoulders. Squeeze palms together. Eyes are locked. Belly in. Slowly come back up. Whew. She did it. Okay. Inhale. Reach your arms up. Look up. Forward fold. Exhale. Half lift on your inhale. Vinyasa. So important to celebrate every little moment, even if it's a pose that you've done a million times before. It's incredible. It's a miracle. Inhale to come forward to a seat. Hop or step your feet between your hands. And let's take Paschimottanasana, seated fold, seated forward fold. Reach out from your heels. Reach forward for your shins, your ankles, or your big toes. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, fold. Tipping your tailbone back as you reach your heels and your chest forward. Shoulders pull down the back. Slow down your breathing. Try to sit kind of in front of your sits bones. And let's take butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together. I like to kind of open my feet like a book, so I keep the outer edges together and my thumbs come to the balls of my feet and I just like open it up. And then inhale, chest up. Exhale, reach your chest forward. Keep that spine straight so you can isolate your stretch in your hips. Push your pinky toe mounds together. Once you can really find that connection, you'll start to feel like a little activation, like a little spark in your outer hips here, in your hip joint. It's going to support them as they rotate open a little wider, and you'll notice your knees start to come lower to the ground. So maybe close the eyes and just try to go there. Notice that micro sensation. Breathe into that space. And let's take a straddle. Legs out long and wide. So we got the outer hips, now inner hips. Reach through your heels. Again, kind of sitting in front of the sits bones, and straighten your spine. And then you can stay right here. This is cool. Sometimes this is like holy shiz, or we can go a little deeper. Take an inhale, chest up. Exhale to reach your chest forward. And again, maybe close the eyes and breathe into that space. Keep reaching through your heels. If you can hear the birds and everything outside, it's so nice. If you can't, maybe just pretend. We'll see what happens when I play this back. All right, lift it up. And let's take a back bend. So come to lie on your back. We'll start with in a bridge pose. So feet are about hips width distance. You want to make sure the heels are just under your ankles. So reach forward, kind of graze your heels. Push your low back down, arms by the sides, and then push into the feet. Lift your hips up. Stay connected with the 3 points of your feet and use your inner thighs here. Activate them, hug them towards one another. Keep lifting hips higher and close bottom ribs. If you'd like to take wheel pose, palms down, keep elbows over your wrists as you push yourself up. And then push into your palms as you reach your chest back, trying to get shoulders over the wrists. Keep lifting up with your hips. Keep closing bottom ribs. Stay connected with your feet. And breathe for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your heels, lower down. Hug your right knee up into your chest. Left leg out long. Push your low back down. Take a breath. And then take a twist. Bring the knee across the body. Look over to your right. Breathe into your chest and keep length in your upper body. And then bring it back and switch your sides. Left knee in. Take a breath. Feel your spine flat beneath you. And then twist. I love this twist. It's so good, like first thing in the morning or even right before bed. Perfect to wind down your practice anytime. So as you practice too, think about these poses that you can incorporate into your day, even if you don't have that time for a full practice. There's opportunity for yoga everywhere. And bring it back center. And we'll take our final inversion. So you can take a happy baby. Grab the backs of your thighs or your feet. You can bring your legs straight up or find a shoulder stand, which is what I'm going to do. Maybe if you want a headstand, you could do that too. Find your pose. And we'll take 5 deep breaths. Breathe like you have nowhere to go. And then start to slowly lower yourself down. And find a seated position. We will close together before I leave you in your rest, your Shavasana. So bring the palms together, center of your chest. Close your eyes. Take a bow, chin to chest. Honor your practice. Honor yourself. And honor your life. The divine in me sees and honors the divine in you. Namaste. Thank you all so, so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I am so grateful. And I want to keep creating, keep co-creating with all of you guys. So if there are any classes in particular that you'd like to see, leave a comment down below. I'll make it happen, no problem. And don't forget to subscribe so we can keep practicing together. I'll see you soon.